show. I'm here this morning feeling ready to start the day. I've actually already started the day. Usually I wake up in the morning and my routine has recently been to get up, wash my house, wash the floor, wash my clothes, put them out, and then after that have breakfast. So what do I usually have for breakfast? Well, here we go. I like to start off healthy. That's a watermelon, pineapple, mango, and sometimes I have other fruits as well. But today this is what I have. So I wanted to show you, how to keep healthy during this COVIDed season. Let me try to see if I can place that down there. How to keep healthy during the COVIDed season. All right. It's very important to actually eat fruits. You just need a slice of watermelon. I usually buy a full one. And I try to buy from one vendor only, if I can, in a specific region. Because what I notice is that if you keep on changing vendors, you might be very disappointed and end up getting fruit which is not really good quality. This particular fruit actually originates from Tanzania. And because, fruits are in season, they go according to the seasons. There are some seasons when it rains too much, and then the fruit is filled with water, so it doesn't really taste sweet. Yeah? Don't worry, I've already washed my hands. So there goes the watermelon. And then the next thing I'm going to do now, let me put that one aside here. The next thing I'm going to do now is to peel my mango. And usually I look for the ripest mango that I have. This is riper. I only need like one for myself. Mangoes are another issue altogether. This particular mango is called an apple mango. It's different from the other mangoes. One day I'll make with a different one. But you see, it looks like a bit like an apple, right? And you can see that it's orangish, usually very sweet when you bite in the whatever. Mombasa is really good for fresh fruit. And in fact, I think we should do much more fruit processing. I don't know why it's taking off like that. But yeah, so anyway, so there goes my peeling of the fruit, yeah. So what are mangoes good for? Mangoes are really good because they have, I read somewhere like in India that it's a well-known fact that mangoes are really good for iron. If you have iron deficiency, which is one of the biggest problems that we have in Africa, or amongst black women especially, or women who are of menstruating age, or should I say reproductive age, and even women who are perimenopausal like some of us. Do you know what perimenopausal means? It means you're going into your menopause. You're not totally there yet, but you're going there. And rather than be miserable about it, just make sure that you eat right, and that way you can maintain yourself being healthy. Okay, and what's next? The next thing I'm going to do is to cut up my pineapple. I usually like to handle that one last because my hands have to be clean after this. Now, the way you can tell a good pineapple is that it should be ripe at the bottom part, and the top, it's okay if it gets a little bit greener. This particular pineapple comes from Uganda. I live in Kenya, so in Kenya we're very lucky because we have the East African community, and so we have the truckers who bring the fruit across the borders, and our fruit is always very good. Very, very good. Look at that. Yummy. You can already see. You can kind of tell. It should be a bit darker. You see, the lighter it gets, the less sweet it gets. Yeah? So put that there. I only need like a slice. Because on the other hand, if it gets a little bit too tart, I tend to have a little bit of allergy with pineapple, actually. It's kind of strange. I don't know whether any of you guys ever experienced this with pineapples. If you eat a lot of pineapple, you start getting a kind of like itchy face or itchy skin. I tend to do that. But I insist on having it because it is one of the most important fruits. It helps you to digest protein. It helps because it has something called bromine. And it helps you to digest protein. So for example, if you're eating a lot of nyama choma, you've seen me eating a lot of meat recently, right? So I actually need to eat some pineapple because it will help me to digest. And normally this hard thing that I have on the inside, I usually just, eat it. I eat it while I'm making it. I wash my hands. One of the most important things to ensure is hygiene, very good hygiene when you're preparing fruit, because you don't want to contaminate your fruit. Now, the next thing that I want to do is put a little bit of water in the fruit to help my blender. 1 minute. Alright, so I put just a little bit of water. That's a lot, so I'm just going to put maybe just like half of that or less. Just like a drop. Into the blender. And off it goes blending. One more thing sometimes that I put in here is ginger, but at the moment I'm not really in the mood to have it. But if you feel like you need a little bit of zest or some energy, you can put some ginger, okay? What I tend to do is I tend to just remove it and shake it a bit so that the blades can get onto the fruit properly. Apparently we're not there yet. I shake it up a bit and make sure that it comes down to the blade. There you go. I usually change the settings. Sometimes I use a higher setting. Depending on how thick you want to have it, you know, you can just take a look and see. I tend to like my juices kind of thicker a little bit, more like a smoothie rather than a light juice. And also, of course, the more water that you put in, the less sweet it gets, which probably is a good thing, you know. So, looks like I wasn't even ready for you people, huh? Okay, so now usually I just put it in a jug. Alright, remove it and put it in a jug. You have to invest in a good quality blender. It's an important thing to have. And you see, there goes my juice. And that will remain in the fridge the whole day. So, for example, I'll have a glass now. And when I go to bed, I'll also have a glass. See that? So that's like about, 2 small glasses of juice, and that's really more than enough for a day. Usually I have that. Why? I feel like this is like my combination of vitamins and minerals and energy. Because on the other hand, sometimes you want to have like something sweet. Apart from eating my wonderful chocolate cake that you see me eating, this stuff is really good. It gives you that zest. It also protects you from diseases, and it boosts your immunity. Yeah. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoy your glass of juice every morning. Let me have mine right now. Let me give it a taste and see how it goes. Yeah. There we go. Yep. See, just a little glass, not a very big glass. This one now I'll put in the fridge and it will remain there. Yummy, 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 yummy. You feel like a kid in a candy store. It's so delicious. It feels like sin food, but it's not. It's really good for you. So on that note, guys, I wish you the best. Toast to your health. Wake up in the morning, make some fresh juice. It's better than buying juice. Yes, sometimes I do buy juice, like for example, juices that we don't really get here. Like for example, grape juice, I tend to like, when I buy it. But generally in the morning, fresh glass of juice, my own homemade, always the best. To-do! Subscribe, like, and share. To-do!